Most people think they need a gym to stay in shape. The truth is, they don't need a gym, they need a blueprint. Once you understand that blueprint, every park, every garden, every beach, every forest, even your own living room becomes your gym. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to build it. The biggest mistake people make isn't that they don't train hard enough, it's that they become dependent on one place. If your ability to train only exists inside the gym, then you've built a routine that is dependent on a location. Today, I want to change that. For years, we've been taught to think about training in terms of equipment. Bench press, lat pull downs, cable machines, leg press. Eventually, we start believing that if we don't have access to those things, we can't train properly. That's why so many people lose consistency. They go on holiday, they get busy with work, they move house, they become parents, their priority changes. And suddenly, their training disappears. Not because they stopped caring, because they never learned how to train without their environment. Don't get me wrong, I like the gym. I still use it. This isn't about replacing the gym. This is about making sure your training doesn't disappear the moment you walk out of it. If your gym closed tomorrow, would your training continue? Or would your progress stop with it? The moment I stopped thinking in exercises and started thinking in movement, everything changed. Instead of asking, what workout should I do today? I started asking something much simpler. How am I going to challenge my lower body? How am I going to challenge my upper body? How am I going to challenge my core? And how am I going to elevate my heart rate? That's the training blueprint, not a list of exercises, a way of thinking. Once you understand that, building workouts becomes easy.
From now on, stop asking yourself, what's the perfect workout? Ask yourself instead, how can I challenge those 4 sections today? Once you answer that question, you'll never run out of workouts again.
For my lower body, today, I'm using Bulgarian split squats. Tomorrow, it could be regular squats. The exercise isn't the blueprint, it's just today's choice. For my upper body, push-ups, one of the simplest exercises ever created, yet still one of the most effective. For my core, I found this log lying nearby. Most people would walk past it. I saw a training tool. That's what the blueprint does. It changes the way you look at your environment. And in between, shadowboxing. Not because I'm trying to become a professional boxer, but because it's one of my favorite ways to keep moving, improve coordination, increase conditioning, and keep my heart rate elevated between sets. Every exercise has a purpose, but none of them are the blueprint. They're simply today's solution.
And that's the difference right there. Tomorrow, I could replace every single one of these exercises. The blueprint will stay exactly the same because the exercises change, but the system doesn't.
This is why I can train almost anywhere. A park, a garden, a beach, a forest, a lakeside, even my own living room. Because I'm not looking for equipment anymore. I'm looking for opportunities to challenge movement. The environment changes, the blueprint doesn't. And that's incredibly freeing. Because consistency no longer depends on perfect circumstances. It depends on you.
Life is always going to change. You'll have busy weeks, unexpected problems, travel, days when motivation is nowhere to be found. And one thing that shouldn't change is your ability to train. Build a system that's flexible enough to move with your life, not one that's left behind every time life gets in the way.
People spend years searching for the perfect program, the perfect exercise, the perfect gym, when what they really need is a blueprint. Learn it once, and you'll never have to start from zero again.
The goal isn't to become someone who goes to the gym. The goal is to become someone who trains. Because once you understand the training blueprint,
Every park, every garden,
every forest,
every beach,
every road
even your own living room
becomes your gym.